So you guys know that I talk about Metal Gear Solid a lot. Like, it's just such a great, and the reason for it is because not only is it a great game, but I'm a big movie watcher. I love watching movies. Movies are like my thing, man. Like, I love me some good movies. I love a good movie. And Metal Gear is literally it's both a video game and a movie. Like, it's so amazing at how they do it, to the point where, like, there are moments where they talk and it's kind of like, okay, like, why is this relevant, and it's getting kind of boring. But for the most part, it's a game and it's a movie, and it's so long. And I mean, that's something that's really rare in video games now. I mean, what other game do you know that has the cutscenes that are just as long as Metal Gear on top of good gameplay? Yeah, exactly. Put the keyboard down, dude. There are no other games out like that. So, well, actually, no, there could be two or three, but the majority, I would say, are not like that. And, just in gaming in general. And Metal Gear Solid 5, it's, oh man, like, this game is just completely, it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm almost at like a loss for words. I keep getting tongue twisted. But, there's actually, I think there's been a release date leak on GameStop.com. I'm not really sure if this is true because, GameStop, I'm not sure if they're reliable. But you should be seeing right now on the screen the release date for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, which is March 31st, 2015. I'm not sure if that's it. It looks legit, though, because Kojima said it comes out early 2015. And I figured, wouldn't it make sense to release the game in March like they did Ground Zeroes, like 1 year after Ground Zeroes? So, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, man, it seems really believable. It seems really believable, and it would be amazing if we can hurry up and just get, some release date confirmed. I would be so sad if it came out in June. Like, if this game came out in June, it wouldn't even be early 2015. I'd just be heartbroken. But, yeah, so that's that. But I kind of wanted to talk about why I'm really excited for Metal Gear Solid 5. It's been in production for about 5 or 6 years now, so they've been at this game before the next gen even came out. They've been working on this game for the longest time. And why am I so excited? Because you guys know I talk about Metal Gear a lot. I put up Metal Gear content a lot. And I'm going to just kind of tell you guys why I am so excited for this game and why I think this game is going to be amazing. Okay, so number one, the RPG aspect to this game. The RPG aspect to this game is very, very cool because there is like it's almost like a level up system. And you know how in a lot of the trailers you may have seen Big Boss and he has like a horn in his head. Well, I believe Kojima has said that as you play through the game, the more evil eventually you will turn into the protagonist as you play through the game. Like, you start off good, but as you play you become evil. But I think Kojima has said the more good you do, the more the horn, like, I guess, kind of goes down or stays where it's at, and the more bad you do, the more the horn grows. And I really do believe, I think that's exactly what he said, because if you look at some of the screenshots from the E3 2014 trailer, you'll see at like the end the horn has gotten so ridiculously big, it's insane. So yeah, that's that. And it's kind of like it's like a Fable system. And the RPG aspect is like basically the huge new open world. Like, Metal Gear has never been open world before, and this game is humongous. They even said themselves that without the iDroid, I think they said exactly, without the iDroid you would easily get lost in the world. And I just think that's insane. And at first I was a little bit concerned. I was like, well, maybe they only make it open world for specific missions. Like, it's nothing to be too excited about. Well, no. I mean, the thing about it is when you like click on a mission, and here's the cool thing, because in Skyrim, how you can play, and at any time you can accept the quest, right? Well, in Metal Gear you can do the same thing. You can be doing anything random in the world, accept the quest, but once you accept that quest, you're only limited to that, that particular area. Like, you have to go straight there for that quest. And if you don't want to do the quest, you can just cancel the mission and just free roam, everything, And I don't really know all the specific places you can go. All I know is there is Afghanistan and there's African jungle. Those are the only places that I really know about of, like, just in terms of maps, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a whole lot. And there's plenty of new features in the game. Like, there's the stun arm, the CQC has been revamped, and I like how they kind of got the CQC from Peace Walker, where you can like body slam a guy. They also did that, and I think that's really cool because it makes Big Boss kind of seem like the legendary soldier that he is. Like, he can take out 3 guys in an instant, and I mean, he should be able to do that because he's Big Boss and he's not just some regular Marine, because some regular Marine cannot take out, well, at least I feel that sorry. I feel that Big Boss, I mean, not Big Boss, but I feel like a regular Marine could not take out 3 other regular Marines that are armed. I just don't think that's possible. But since he's Big Boss, you know, he's awesome. He can just like take down 3 guys in the blink of an eye, a Marine or what, doesn't matter. And I think that's really cool. And I like how they literally have taken everything from each Metal Gear game and put it into this one. They took the good things, like, you know, you have the mother base, you have the fault-sending system. A lot of people don't like the fault-send system is because they feel like it takes away from the immersion and it's not realistic. Well, I mean, honestly, to me, I like the whole building your army type thing, and I like to recruit. You know, I would want to recruit certain people. You know, if I want to recruit a cow, I can do that. If I want to recruit a sheep, I can do that. I probably am going to do it just because I can do it. But I mean, ultimately, I want to get like, you know, like I want to fault in like a boss. You know, like I want to beat a boss and fault in him back to base. You know, just do something cool. You know, there's so many things you can do. And I just like how this game has tons and tons of replay value. That's one thing that I love about a game is replay value. I want to be able to beat the game and then come back to it. Like, you know, I play a lot of games. Like I play a lot of games over, and it's not because, you know, well, I do like the game, but it's not because I want to keep getting the story. Well, sometimes that can be the case, but the majority of the time is I like to play games over because I love the fact that you know, the gameplay is so smooth. Like, for instance, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Asylum, and Batman Arkham Origins. I played those games a lot. And yeah, I like the game, I like the story, but majority of the time now, I'm just playing solely for the gameplay aspect. The gameplay aspect is just so good. And a lot of games, especially 2014, a lot of games, you know, have flopped. And a lot of games are really, they're just kind of lacking now, you know? So gameplay is definitely like the main reason why I play a lot of games over, just because the gameplay is so smooth. Like, for instance, Ground Zeroes. I have about 27 or 28 hours on Ground Zeroes, and that's just Ground Zeroes in general, you know? Like, that's just how many hours I've put in the game because the gameplay is so smooth, and I'm honestly just not bored of it. Like, I'm surprised that this game has lasted this long, and I'm not like ready to just say, all right, screw this game, I don't want to play no more, it's boring. But yeah, man, so that is the reason for that. But back to the Phantom Pain. The Phantom Pain in this, the story, and I like how, you know, the way Kojima has made it, he truly made it so you can play the game how you want. You're no longer restricted to play the game the way the game, you know, the way the game wants you. You can play it any way you want. You know, throughout the years, Metal Gear has been a stealth game where you have to play the game like, you know, really quiet and stealthy. Well, in this game, it's really not like that. You can play it loud, you can play it, you know, quiet. It's just up to, you know, you can just play it any way you want. It doesn't matter. And there's even one cool thing I want to just mention real quick. You can call in an airstrike. Like, how cool is it? You can legitimately call in an airstrike on someone's base. Like, how cool is that? I mean, seriously, what other game do you know that's RPG and it's free roam and you can call in an airstrike? I mean, well, actually, there is that game Mercenaries, I think, but that game's old. I kind of should play it. I want to play it now. But anyways, back to Metal Gear. I'm not trying to get sidetracked or anything, but yeah, so the game, it's just insane, and not to mention the graphics. Like, the graphics are fucked up good. I mean, gee, like, if you've played Ground Zeroes on the PS4 or the PC at 1080p, 60 frames a second, oh my god, that game looks good. And the thing about it is, I originally started on the Xbox 360, so I had, I think, like 720p graphics going on or something like that. I don't know, but the graphics on the PS4 and PC are just night and day. It's unbelievable how good that game looks on the Fox engine. It's just insane. And one thing that I really like is I like how they have returned to like the silencers wearing out on your guns, because I feel like that makes the game a little bit harder. Because if you guys remember in Ground Zeroes, your silencer, you know, your tranquilizer gun, it basically has infinite suppressor. And now in Phantom Pain, you know, your guns also have suppressors, but they run out pretty quickly. So that makes it pretty cool. It makes it harder, and it makes you really choose your shots. You know, you're like, should I shoot this guy? You know, you don't really know. And one thing I like is that the guards now have shifts. Like, they will legitimately take shifts and breaks and things like that. It's amazing. Like, the game is shaping up to be absolutely incredible. And I know I've hyped up some of the wrong games this year. Cough, Naruto. And you know, I'm not gonna say I'm upset about it, because, you know, the game's come out and it's whatever. And also Watch Dogs, if you can ask anybody who knows me, I talked about that game for the longest. I remember I talked about that game years before it even came out, thinking it's gonna be amazing, and we all know what happened to Watch Dogs. But trust me when I say this game is going to be amazing. I'm actually gonna link in the description of this video. I'm gonna link all the trailers, every single trailer for this game. I'm going to link the trailers, I'm going to link gameplay, I'm going to link all that, because for those of you who don't know, Metal Gear is a really iconic series, and if you're the kind of guy who likes to sit and like kind of like watch a movie and enjoy good gameplay, you're gonna love this. But before you play the Phantom Pain, I want you to do several things for me. I need you to play the other Metal Gear games, because you'll understand why, what this game is, like this is how you do it. Now, for those of you who are going to be playing from the beginning, I recommend you play Metal Gear Solid 3. That's the one. You can get that from the HD collection. It's like $20, or you can just get it off the Xbox dashboard. I'm not sure about the PS3, but I know the dashboard you can get it for like I believe like damn, my throat. I believe like $10. So Metal Gear Solid 3. And after you play that, if you have a PSP or I think a PS Vita, I recommend playing Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. Now, Portable Ops is canon to the story, but you really don't need it. I don't even think Kojima made the game himself, so Portable Ops is kind of optional, but it's there. So you can watch it on YouTube. I'm pretty sure people have it like in a movie format, so you can just watch all the cutscenes and get the story like that. But Portable Ops, so it's Metal Gear Solid 3, Portable Ops, and then I believe it's Peace Walker. So you want to play Peace Walker right after that. And Peace Walker is also in the HD collection. That's on the Xbox 360 or the PS3. So get that. And once you do that, once you've beaten Peace Walker, play Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes is not going to take you any time at all to beat. But play Ground Zeroes and then play the Phantom Pain. That way you get the entire Big Boss saga, like in video game form almost. Because you want to be able to understand, the people in the game, where they've come from, why they're after revenge, all that. And it's just really cool, to see the character evolve throughout the game. So Metal Gear Solid 3, then Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, then Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, then Ground Zeroes, then the Phantom Pain. But like I said, Portable Ops, it's canon to the story, but you really don't need it. It's really not like mandatory. You can like look up online what happened and just basically find out, why this is the way it is. Because also, I don't really have a need for a PSP, and I don't really have a need to, spend that much money on one. I'm not going to buy a PSP for one game, so that's the only reason why I've never played it before. But I've played every other Metal Gear game, and I actually have all of them except Metal Gear Solid 4 and Portable Ops. So, back to what I was saying before. The game, and one thing I like about the game is the game has really, one of the game's strongest themes is race, revenge, loss. And that's that's actually where the title comes from, the Phantom Pain. The Phantom Pain is basically like, okay, for instance, how you'll see Big Boss with like, he has like a new mechanical prosthetic arm, and he has like, the horn that came from like that helicopter crash, and you have Kaz, he's missing a leg and an arm. That's basically the Phantom Pain that comes with the pain of losing limbs and comrades and all this, because the main theme of the game is revenge for what's happened to their comrades and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's where the name the Phantom Pain comes from. It just comes from it's like the after pain that you come from when you lose someone or you lose people due to whatever. So yeah, the Phantom Pain, that's the reason for the title. And I'm going to go back into the kind of like the RPG element to the game. Like I said, the game's really big. They're going to have tons and tons of places for you to explore. And Kojima himself actually did like a little analysis, and he kind of showed how big each game was. Like he showed Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 1, then he showed the Phantom Pain and how it's like way larger than any other game he's made. And like I said, this game's been out for like, well, not been out, but this game's been in production for like 5 or 6 years, so they had plenty of time to make this game. But yeah, so the RPG element, it's cool because you get to have up to 4 support buddies in the field with you, or 3 or 4, I don't know, one of the two, and you can basically just go anywhere. You can infiltrate bases, you can do so much stuff in the game, and it's kind of like Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4 in a way, but I would say it's going to be a lot more cooler. And like I said, I know I hype up games a lot that are some games that I should not hype up, but this is definitely one game that needs to be on your must-buy list. Like, this game has tons and tons of hours. It would be pretty cool if they had like a level up feature. I think that'd be pretty awesome, but I kind of think that's where the horn thing comes from. Like, as I guess the more bad you do, the more you kind of just like kind of level up. I don't know how it is going to be exactly. I don't have the game. All I have is little bits and pieces of the little bits and pieces they've put in like the E3 2013 gameplay and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so back to the gameplay. I keep like getting off that, but the RPG element, it's really cool how that, you know, this game is truly open world. Like, you know, we don't really get that many good open world games, and like I would say the last amazing open world game I've played, well, I don't know if I'd consider The Last of Us to be free open world, because it's really not, but it is. Yeah, I wouldn't consider The Last of Us to be open world, but I would say Skyrim is one of those games where it's completely open world. You go wherever you want, you do whatever you want, and that's basically kind of how Metal Gear is. Except it's supposed to be bigger. That's the thing. The world's supposed to be insanely huge, which is a really cool thing. And I'm expecting a lot of cool stuff, like, you know, Easter eggs, you know, the bandana. I hope the bandana returns, because the bandana was kind of like a Metal Gear trademark. Although I always believe that Big Boss should never wear the bandana, because it like, you know, it's just so hard to separate ideology from Solid Snake, you know. But it'd be cool just, you know, as like a random thing, like, you know how in Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, actually they let you play as Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1. So it'd be cool if they just threw the bandana in there, just for nostalgia's sake. I mean, if it's not there, it's cool, but if it is, and that's you know, that's even better. But yeah, so man, the Phantom Pain, it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see what Kojima does with this game. I'm pretty sure it's actually done too, because they were actually going over the hospital scene from the beginning of the game. So that basically lets us know the game is done, right? I mean, if they're going over, you know, stuff at the very beginning, I'm pretty sure that the game's done. They're just, I guess, putting on the finishing touches, basically. So yes, the Phantom Pain, it's going to be incredible, amazing. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer you. If you want to know more about Metal Gear lore, I can also fill you in on that. Basically anything Metal Gear related. You know, if you're looking to get into the series, if you're looking to find out where you should start in the series, let me know in the comments below, and I will do my very best to help you. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you are also excited for the Phantom Pain like me, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace.